Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the We Know Traitors podcast over here on RHAP. I'm your host, the Duke of Deception. Please, and Vakili with me, my lovely co-host, Pooya and Scally. And we are here to talk to not one, but two winners of the Traitors Canada Season 3. The first ever faithful win is upon us. And here to hold the crowns up high, we've got Dom and we've got Hollywood. How are the two of you doing?
Good.
Great.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say congratulations. I really do. We talked about it last night. Think that this is one of the better faithful wins that we've had. It feels like we got to see the connection that you both had, especially highlighted in the last couple weeks, and also some really innovative strategy we felt like from the both of you. So very excited to go ahead and talk about that. All right. Well, first of all, let's go ahead and say, when did you guys really first connect coming into this manner? Because was it as late in the game as I feel like we were let in on it, or when would you say that was?
I think our bond really cemented itself when we did the challenge,
When we were chained together. But even before that, we were still pretty aligned on most things.
Yeah, especially the round tables. That's when I first I was like, oh, somebody else who has common sense, I'm very reactive, so somebody would say something and then I would be and I'd look around and see who else did the same thing. and you and Coco, believe it or not, Coco also was that's why it blinded, because she was very much on the same wavelength for most of the round tables. So that to me, for me, is what really did it initially, was the round tables.
Yeah. I'm also very much I do have a golden retriever personality where as serious as things got, I always like to have a little bit of fun. And I feel the only people that really were like that with me, that would play with me, were you and Coco, when I need to play.
Yeah, because it's stressful.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, somebody else who wants to have fun? Yeah.
Yeah. it definitely looks it. You could tell that a lot of people were really run down by the end of the season. Stress really got to them. A couple people not necessarily feeling up to maybe take it the distance. Were you guys feeling that as well?
No.
I
was stressed. I was stressed at that point. There was a lot going on, but I don't think at any point I was when everyone was oh, I'm so checked out. I'm we literally have 48 hours left.
I'm guys,
yeah,
clock in.
Yeah,
this is what we signed up for. And
Yeah.
and I think that worked in our favor, right? That we had the stamina to withstand, and a lot of people didn't have the stamina to withstand. For me, the red flags with Chala, I was all of a sudden you're disheveled every day, and I'm what is going on? So yeah, there's a mental, emotional stamina that is required to do well and make it to this point in the game, and we had that.
Now, did either of you at any point in your working together suspect the other? And then secondary, at what point were you no, you're 100% faithful, I'm not even questioning it at this point, we're moving on?
I don't know. I think you can't be 100% certain on anybody, really. I think it's easy when you're watching it to be oh yeah, this person, obviously. But when you're in there, it's you can't be 100% too sure. I think it's important to not be 100% too sure. But I think it's I said in the show, sometimes you just have to take a gamble. And it was I'm 80% sure you're faithful. 20% I could be fucked over. But I was I'm just going to take that gamble, tell you I got blackmailed, and just see where that goes,
And
it played and it worked out.
For me, it was in episode 9 when I got to choose the people who could come into Corinne's office and join me. And there was something about the way that he walked in, and I saw him.
How defeated I was.
Yeah, but not the player, not the game. He walked in and was just what the hell is this now? Do you know what I mean? And he could have said no, and I would have believed him. Do you know what I mean? I saw it, and
my face didn't change. I was this the whole time.
The whole time. And so for me, I believed him then. But even when we got to the end of it, I was like, this could really be bad. Because he had just told me that they had tried to recruit him and he denied it. And in my brain, I was like, who denies getting recruited?
This guy.
You know what I mean? So they're like right up until the end, until he said what he said, like you can see in the episode, like I'm crying because I'm like, I might have just done myself in. And if I lose to him, it would have been bad. I would have been so mad. So mad.
What a bluff that would have been, Dom. Was there any consideration in accepting the recruitment?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. I think that's like, I actually had like a conversation with my mom about like the parallels that I've had of like, I did the exact same thing in the mall when I got offered to like cheat and I refused it. And that's just naturally the person I am. I just think to a fault, honestly, sometimes I'm just like I said, I'm just
not
like,
to a fault. You won.
No, this time.
Yeah.
This time it paid off. But I just think to a fault sometimes I'm just so like I gotta be like have that Superman like virtueism.
And you say to a fault, but like truthfully, it's like this world is going to hell in a handbasket, and what we need more of is men who are integral and stand behind what they stand behind, come what may.
For sure.
Now Hollywood, you are somebody who I did not know about. I wasn't familiar with you until I got to watch you this season. And now I'm just hoping and wishing that you are a Traitors podcaster, because I must know, Hollywood, what did season 2 do to you? Would you tell me your feelings? Let it all out, because I was tickled all season.
So here's the real deal, Holyfield, about why I went in so hard for season 2 is because I have been auditioning for this show since, like, I saw the US one and immediately I was like, put me in, coach. And they did not put me in season 1. They put Fierce in. And I was like, decisions were made. Then season 2, I'm like, for sure season 2. I'm in season 2. And then they did not. And I watched season 2 and I was like, you didn't cast me and this is what you got? And do you see what happens when you cast me?
All right.
Like,
well, now, let's move this question up. I'm a little curious from you both. For Dom, you from Netflix, cast members and other alum, Hollywood for Drag Race. Who else should be on season 4 of The Traitors now that we know we're getting it?
Ooh.
I'm the only Canadian.
Yeah.
Is it only one?
I'm the only Canadian Netflix person.
Okay.
Singular.
Well, yeah,
Original.
damn. Okay.
That's good.
Well,
Yeah.
since they haven't broken the Netflix seal on Traitors US, who should they start with?
Ooh. I'll give it to my boy Harry.
Okay.
I'll give it to my boy Harry.
Who from Canada?
I think he would. I would just want him to go on it because he would lose, and then I could be like, see.
Keep the
I
title.
Yeah, beat you again, brother. That's 2 wins for me.
There are so many people from Canada's Drag Race that would be good, but you know who'd be really interesting to see on it? Brooklyn Heights.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Heights would be so good because that is a stone face. Okay.
I'm waiting to see. Step
Brooklyn
back
would
in the
be good.
contestant role.
I know. I don't know if she would, but Brooklyn would be very, very good because those roundtables and the looks, guys, like the looks.
Right.
Okay, I want to stay on the season 2 thing for 1 second, because Hollywood, you did mention, we are not going to season 2 this. No. And then what was very interesting was the parallels last night to season 1. Here we are, final 4 at the Fire of Truth. The 2 of you are a duo that have been working together this whole time. You don't waver, whereas in season 1, we saw them waver and give the wins over to the Traitors. How worried were you there before Lisette turns her plaque?
Was anybody worried about Lisette? Because it's like, hey, we never knew what we were gonna get with her. And we had a quick conversation about it. And I was like, are we sure? He's like, you and me, bro. And I said, say less. I was like, yeah, Lisette was such a unknown variable the entire season that traitor or faithful, I wasn't interested. And Coco, we could not ignore that her name had come up. You know what I mean? And I truthfully was blinded by who brought her name up, because I was like, no, anything that Kevin said is invalid.
So Lizette can at least sleep at night knowing that it wasn't just that she brought your name. You guys were always going just you two. She gets voted out regardless. Or if she doesn't come at you at the round table or post round table, does she sneak into this final three? Is it maybe splitting the money that way? Or
we talked about it.
Yeah, I think like you definitely were very much, especially after that specific roundtable, you're very much like, yeah, no, for sure. That's not gonna, yeah. And then I think it got to a point when like, because you voting for Lizette first, because we agreed we were gonna do Coco first, and then you did Lizette, and I was like, okay, we didn't plan for this. And then we couldn't speak at all.
There was we weren't allowed to talk.
We weren't allowed to talk, so it was almost like I kind of knew that you weren't gonna switch to even try and do that. So it was like, yeah, we're just gonna go all the way at this point. So
yeah.
It was too late. It was too far gone.
And then with Coco, like you said, you could not forget that her name got brought up, but it did seem like the house, at least, if not you, was willing to like really put that aside for some time. How much of that was accurate? Was Coco really just completely off the radar? Did she work her way back in with you, with the house? Because I think that could be two totally different answers. Or was it always just, we're saving Coco till the end?
Coco won me over. Like I said, at the round table, like Coco and Dom were kind of like our eye lines just always met. And like Coco, I watched the way that she voted, and her voting made sense to me. And there was one of the episodes where she said she didn't vote for Shaughnessy because she couldn't spell her name. And I laugh out loud so hard. Like, that's my real laugh. Like, Coco got my real laugh out of me. And I'm like, if you can make me laugh like that, you're a good person. You know, but yeah, her game should be studied. Her game should be studied, because how did Coco make it? When she said, how am I the last original traitor here? I was at home like, how is she still here? You know? Yeah.
That's there were 3 or 4 weeks where we came in every single week like, okay, now Coco's gonna go home. Like
every week you're like, Coco's going home, and you're like, how are they not seeing it? And I'm like, guys, nope, we did not.
Super impressive.
And there were just bigger fish to fry at the time, you know?
For sure. A lot of big fish.
A lot of big fish. And we ate well. What do we get? We got 3 of them out. 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's $30,000.
Not mad at it.
So that's an interesting segue, because Hollywood, this was the first season we've ever had where we got this announcement at the beginning of the season that if you net a traitor, you get 10 grand added into the pot. So for both of you as faithfuls, did this change up how you intended to play the game, or let me know how?
I knew that going in, I would be a big target because I'm just loud. Like, the volume is up over here. And what I realized once the money was interjected is like, oh, this is how I stick around. I prove my worth in all of these challenges, and I continue to add money to the pot. That's why you saw me running. Okay. Like I was like Ben Johnson. Like, I was like out here. And
crazy pool.
that's how I strategized. And I kind of made adding money to the pot important to everybody in the house. I was like, we have to increase the pot. We have to increase the pot. We have to increase the pot. And I kept adding money to the pot, which is how I made myself valuable in the game. So that was, if there was a strategy, that's the only strategic thing that I actually did. I was like, oh, you can add money to this pot. This is why the people will keep you around.
Another early on twist introduced was Karine going ahead and tapping everyone but the traitors on the shoulder. What was both of your initial reactions thinking that you were going to have to play this game from the other role?
I was blindfolded for so long, I kind of nodded off, so I didn't really.
I had such a good time, guys. I have to leave.
And so when we got unblindfolded, I didn't really. I was kind of just like, oh, okay. How's everyone treating?
Wait, what happened?
Yeah, we'll see if they wake me up tonight.
I was pissed.
Oh.
I was pissed. I was pissed. I was pissed. I was like, oh. I said, I see what you did there. I don't care how good you look in your garments. I'm mad at you.
I can only imagine.
Because I feel like I would have been a really, really great traitor. My game would have been exactly the same, which is why I would have been a great traitor. And then it would have been really bad for you. But this worked out better. I was really angry, but what it did too for me was it made me realize like everything that you thought you knew coming into this, you have to let go of. And being malleable and being able to pivot, I think worked in our favor.
Yeah, being able to adapt, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Well, if the shoe was on the other foot, in this scenario, Hollywood, you have a shield, and Coco wants to recruit you. Meaning you can reject and go back to sleep, or you can get into the conclave. What would you have done in that spot?
I'm in
Dom's spot.
I'm in. I am in. I am in. I am in. When we won, immediately I was like, take me to the conclave. I'm like, I want to see it right now. I'm like, I would have done it because it's a game. And I came to play the game. And if the fates allowed, you guys saw me begging, like you saw me, like
yeah.
I was like, pick me. I would have been in. I would have been in, and then I would have gone on an apology tour later. But I would have been in. I hands down for sure. Put me in, coach. And then I would have taken Coco out.
There we go. At what point do you think you would have made that move? Is it right away, or are we taking Coco down a little bit further?
No, I probably still would have taken him to the end. And actually, no, it would have been real sweet justice bringing Lizette to the end. That would have been,
Oh my God.
That would have been crazy. Oh, she would have lost her mind.
That I don't doubt. What was very interesting also with the two of you is how, so y'all did come across quite a few shields, but I did love how both of you at different times this season had one shield and tried to parlay it to save both of you. And I think the most intricate moment that this happened and mattered was this last time when we saw in the conclave, they struggled with the idea. Had they taken a gamble on you, that would have been their best move. They just didn't want to do it. They didn't want to risk it. So how were you able to make that move happen? For anybody who may have had it go over their heads last night, can you run us through the strategy there with the dagger shield combination?
For me, I knew I didn't want the dagger. I have been at the round table relatively unscathed, and what I didn't want was to put any more heat on myself. And I was very interested. I like I mentioned, I noticed Chala's behavior had shifted, and I'm like, I want to know what you're gonna do with this. / I knew what she was gonna do with it, and I didn't want to be responsible for getting Lizette out because that wasn't the game that I went in there to play. But if I can help eliminate bad faithfuls or traitors without getting any blood on my hands, I'm in.
There we go. How do you think the game changes if Lizette does go at that round table?
It doesn't.
No, it's all the same. There we go.
Huh?
I don't think we lose.
If Lizette goes?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess if Lizette goes, then Chala or Meredith have to go next, and then
1,000%.
Yeah.
I still think
the only way it changes is if they should have teamed up on you, to be honest.
Yes.
They shouldn't have gone for me. Which is crazy. I don't know why not once did anyone try to kill you. Did anyone was like, let's go for all. But then at the end, they decided to go for me. It doesn't make sense.
I'm just such a likable person.
Well, that was the thing, Hollywood. I felt like at a certain point, especially, there was times where we were like, Hollywood is so like out in front as a faithful, one of the number ones. You know, you had probably like one or two people that were always like just in front, getting more attention as the most faithful. But we really thought that you were someone who was like, honestly, kind of a prime murder candidate at points.
Yeah,
but whether
let's switch something real quick. Let's switch the narrative real quick, because there's a narrative that I'm stupid, which is fine, fair.
I mean, you said it yourself.
Yeah,
like your initial thing was
fair, fine, okay. But I'm just saying, not the only stupid one.
No,
like, why would they not kill you early on? Like, why were you never killed? Because everyone's like, oh, the traitors are so clever. Oh, they're so the best traitors in the world. Oh, slid through. I went into it literally. The reason I wore what I wore on episode 1 is I'm like, they are gonna come for me immediately. And if I go home, I want everybody to remember me in this outfit. Like, literally, that was my train of thought. And every day that I woke up and I'm like, I am still here. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. But like I said, I treated it like high school. Like if I had a strategy, like I went into it and I was like, treat this like high school. When I was in high school, the reason I survived high school being a skinny, effeminate, black gay boy in Ajax, shout outs to Archbishop Dennis O'Connor, was because I had allies. I had people who would come to my defense and people who would be like, don't talk to him that way. Don't speak about him that way. And that's what I went into the game and I said, get as many people on your side as you can. Faithful, traitor, didn't matter. I was like, just have people so that if your name does come up or people are having conversations about you, somebody be like, oh no, never. Oh no, never. Hollywood, never. So.
Yeah, no, it's really impressive, honestly, because there were so many times where it was, whether it be creative uses of shields, strong social game that kept you through, it was the entire time we were shocked, frankly.
Yes, ditto. It wasn't until literally woke up the morning of episode 9, and I'm like, you can win. You're still here. Even the challenge in episode 9. My dummy was at the front. My dummy was the first dummy. Everybody went around my dummy.
Yeah. Why didn't Coco stab yours? Why didn't Coco?
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, Dom's absolutely right, because Hollywood, there were so many missions this season where it was like, okay, pick the most trustworthy person. Pick the most loyal person. And everyone's like, Hollywood, here's another chance at a shield. Take it. Please. Have a shield.
Said, Dom's had so many chances at shields. Stop. I had one shield. I got one shield playing hangman, being strung off of a whole wooden thing. I got one shield. I got 4 shields. Let's go Dom first.
Well, 5 if you count the one from the doll challenge that wasn't really a shield,
sure.
But
yeah,
they said, hey, let everybody think that we all. I said, great idea, great idea. Great.
Exactly.
Wrong with it. Yeah. And Dom, let's speak about you just mentioned that a lot of people have this misconception that you are not intelligent. I feel like low-key, we on this podcast kind of saw that as well, or we're speaking about it like that in the first half of the season. But I think you mentioning in this very interview, you have this golden retriever energy. I think that's really what it was. I feel like you kind of also spoke about it in Confessional, where you wanted to make people think that you have no idea what's going on. How much of being on the mole also kind of fed into that for you, where people can just underestimate you? Because I think at the end of the day, you are such a presence that it is very surprising that people would underestimate you. Yet I think you were underestimated despite that. And I think that's still quite a skill to have as well, to be able to make that happen.
Mm-hmm. I think the first thing that showed at the end was like when everyone voted me one of like the most influential, because there was like a lot of moments where I'm kind of like the reality like vet, it seemed like, where everyone would kind of like come to me or whatever like that for advice or when they were feeling away. So I think I had that naturally. But I also think like there's also everyone's always like, oh, be so strategic. Oh, everyone wants to be a mastermind. Everyone wants the credit for doing this or doing that. Where I'm just like, there's also the strategy of just shutting up. There's just like the strategy of just like knowing to just be like, my input isn't needed here. And like for like the first half, I was like, oh, the more I'm not saying anything, the less people are looking at me and not. So why would I not just shut up? And it wasn't until the heat came on me that I was like, hey, can I tell people that this shield is actually mine real quick? It's like, and then it was like, all right, good. Made another night. All right, got another shield. All right, cool. Then we made it to that. And it was like, once the heat got on me, then I started turning it on. But for the first little while, I think it's underestimated or underrated the idea of just like silence. Sure. Like everyone just taught so much that they taught themselves into a corner or into a circle into thinking some other things.
Yes. So. And for me, it was that I never initiated a single thing. I don't know if I don't think people really caught on.
No.
I mean, I didn't initiate anything, but I commented on what was initiated. And when I spoke in a very specific and direct way, which made whoever initiated the thing feel like he's on my team, even though I'm really the person who initiated most of it. The whole Kevin thing.
I was going to say, I remember, Kevin, why'd you leave our conversation? Yep.
Yeah, I was like breakfast. And even though if I didn't say it, my face showed it. I was like, oh, she's crazy. Okay. And Venus, we were on to Venus for a minute. Like Shaughnessy had said it to me in the beginning. And then the whole showmance happened. And I was like, y'all see this? Do you see this? Do you see this? And I just say it to people, and then I let the people do the thing. And then we got to the round table, and I was like, good point. Good point.
Dom, obviously, you did have a close working relationship with Venus in the game. She ends up going, but had she not, how does she come into, your guys' relationship here? Does she end up coming to the end with you if it's like your perfect game, or does she get cut along the way as well?
No, I think like because the same night that she was like freaking about the shields, they didn't show it, but the whole time I was like telling her, I was like shut up. Like I was like, just stop talking. Like everyone thinks you're the traitor. Like why are you keep on going? And then Hollywood would give me looks like. And then I was like, even when we did the shield thing, he was like, I was like, I'm not gonna tell Venus. He's like, good, don't tell her.
Yeah, don't
tell her that. And then the next day when we told her,
told her.
Okay, but
you told her.
No.
I agreed to you telling her. I didn't say a thing. Do you see me? I sat there. No. I'm gonna tell her. I said,
You did not initiate.
No, because we were gonna do it, and we were like, let's tell her, let's see where it goes.
Yes.
Because it didn't affect us anymore. So like you agreed, like let's tell her, we'll see where it goes. Because it's not either way at this point. It doesn't it doesn't affect us.
We made it to breakfast.
Yeah, so it's like let's put it out there to her and let's see where that information goes. Mm-hmm. And evidently, she ended up being a traitor. So you were right.
If Venus stayed,
so I trusted Hollywood more than I trusted Venus.
If Venus stayed, she took us to the end. She would have got Dom to turn on me, and then she would have turned on him.
Oh,
you honestly think that would have happened?
1,000%.
That was her. You think I would have switched up on you?
I do.
Really?
Your whole head was down at the table when she was announced as a traitor. Like you defended her to the death.
That's the third time that's happened to me.
Yes.
Let me like have a little moment to be like, damn, again.
Right. Had she come up with that round table unscathed, it would have been. It would have been me, you, Venus, and Coco.
If the vote was between you and Venus, I would have picked you.
Really?
100 at that point, yes.
This is why I'm his baby.
Oh. No, but I don't like how you I also don't like how you don't think I would make a good drag queen, and now you're saying I wouldn't.
Oh.
I don't like how little faith you have in me for how much I trust you.
Wow.
Hey, Dom, what's the drag name?
In humanity. No, because you didn't see yourself with Venus. Like, you didn't see the two of you. And I had a very up close and personal view of him and Venus. And I was like, she has to go. Because if it comes down to the three of us, he's picking her over me.
Sure.
I live and die by bro code, brother.
I love that. That's good to know.
I'm a flirty person. I flirt with everybody. I was flirting with Meredith.
Yes. He did flirt with everybody. That's
how was that? How was finding out Meredith and Chala were married?
I still haven't seen my video yet from that.
I think I left the room.
And then knowing what I knew, and then watching the season, I spent so much time with Meredith and Chala. There is so much footage of me and the two of them. And I'm like, how did I not know? How did I not know?
Yeah.
How did I not know? They did an incredible job of keeping that like so suppressed.
Also, yeah. And my gaydar is just horrible.
Apparently, so is mine.
The whole time I was just like telling Meredith, I'm like, if you and your husband are having trouble,
I'm screaming.
I'm recovering.
No, they did such a good job. And like when I think back to the initial thing with Lizette, and like me and Chala were in the hallway, and Chala was like, maybe you should go talk to Meredith, because they knew that they couldn't. Changed everything, because my instinct was to go and talk to Lizette. So I was like, sure, I'll talk to Meredith. Hey, are you okay? What happened? Changed everything. That was such a good, well done.
Yeah. I will say, I think one of the most, if not the most successful, secret relationship that we've gotten to see across Traitors franchises. It was super interesting to see it get all the way down here. Obviously, not end up taking the win. That's you guys, but very fun to watch regardless.
Yeah, I do remember when I finally found out. I'm like, oh, they get to sleep together tonight. Literally what I said. I was like, oh, yay for that.
We talked a lot about you guys using shields very creatively. I want to one more time go back to Hollywood, your decision to bluff Dom being able to use your shield, which you could not give away, but maybe being a little vague on the rules on what the stipulations were. At what point was that decided? Because I think so many people see that and see okay, obvious choice. I just give the dagger to my closest ally and move on from there, keep the shield for myself. But I was extremely impressed by the way that you leverage that, be able to go ahead and again, use that in a way I think almost no one else thinks about. At what point was that decided?
It was him.
Yeah,
it was him. So the whole he's dumb. I was like, no, guys, absolutely not. Actually, quite smart. And I so it worked the first time. See, this is why I think you'd be a bad drag queen, because it should go back.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
It should go back, not this way.
Whatever. My hair's real.
Ooh.
So
he can read.
All right. No, and by the time it got to that point, like I said, he walked into Corinne's office and I saw his face and I was like, oh no, the homie. And if I could make sure that it ended up being us, I wanted to make sure that it ended up being us. And there's you have to kind of build favor with people. And Dom took a step, then I took a step, then Dom took a step, then I took a step. And that's literally how we ended up. Yeah.
Well, I genuinely feel like we could stay here and talk for another hour, but I know that you have a lot of other people to talk to today. But I will say it is absolutely incredible and an honor to be got to talk to you. And also, I think it's pretty sick to know that moving forward, the two of you are going to be the blueprint for many Canadian hopefuls that apply for this show and want to go in and win as faithfuls. So You have that. You're the first ones to ever do it. And you did it. So you set a pretty high standard. So the next batch of faithfuls that try and win, they might not beat you in the rankings.
I will be at home cursing out season 4 if they don't do better than we did. And good luck to those girls, okay? Because we made epic TV, like epic TV.
Get drama, tension,
Romance,
love, heartbreak,
all of it. Fashion,
betrayal, fashion,
good skin,
good hair.
good hair.
It's true. Thank you both so much. This was super fun, a really fun season, and honestly, maybe even topped it with the exit interview. I really enjoyed talking to you both. So
And
thank
shout
you
out to
again.
you guys. Honestly, like
Yeah.
your coverage
Good.
of the season was like religiously. I'd watch it Tuesday, I'd watch the Crave episode Wednesday, and then immediately went to YouTube and would watch to hear what you guys have to say. So
Really,
Thank you
really
so much.
appreciate
if you want another perspective at any point,
Oh.
please feel free. I would love
Oh,
to.
the minute
Ooh.
season 4 is loud and wrong, I'm messaging you. You are
Immediately.
immediately. Like we need, please. You have our
Perfect.
open invitation. The both of you do. Absolutely.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, I was gonna
Thank
say
you.
I hope we see you both somewhere else, and that somewhere else might just be here next season. So very excited.
Gotcha. And if you ever get a chance to finally talk to Venus, rub it into her face about how I won and she lost.
Oh my God.
And that I
Okay.
helped her
She-
lose.
She's still mad about that. So.
And I feel no way about it. You babe, you had to go. He's mine.
Where can people find you if they are looking to keep up with you after the season?
I'm Hollywood Jade basically everywhere, or H Wood Jade on Twitter, which I don't really use except for porn.
I like
Okay. I'm Dom. Sometimes in scenes, I'm also Hollywood Jade. Wink, wink. But yeah, you follow me on Instagram. Don't call Dom, and I'll probably be on a villa sometime soon, kissing more girls. Who knows?
There we go.
Or maybe
All
not.
right.
Maybe I'm taken. Maybe the showman's worked.
Ooh.
Who knows? Mysteries.
Let that
You wanna
mystery
share- if you
unravel.
want to share your winnings with her, that's a choice. I'm single. Okay. I won't be on anybody's villa except for the one that I'm renting for my birthday.
There you go. Thank you so much for a very fun interview, the both of you, and hope to see you in the future. Take care, everybody.
Yes, same. Thank you guys.
Bye.
This is RHAP. We know reality TV.